I'm actually about to do something called Past Life Regression Therapy. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, ever since I found out about it. I always feel that I'm not just this body and this person in this present moment. I feel like there's so many other things that comes through in who I am, and also my dreams. My dreams are so vivid, so vivid. Every single night I remember my dreams. I just want to find out if in that dream world I'm representing people or things from my past life. So I'm gonna let you guys know, as much as I can remember, how the process went and what I found out about my past lives. To be honest, I'm very nervous. I almost backed out of the experience. I'm just going for it, so here we go. Here we go. I'm so nervous.
Don't worry. You are
it's 11:11. Oh,
it's 11:11?
It is, yeah.
Okay, higher self.
It's on also?
Yes, it's on.
The process, what is worrying you?
Oh, about the process. I'm very sensitive to pain. I dream certain dreams and I have a wound or I'm being cut or I can't breathe. I feel that. And then, so I'm nervous to feel pain. I'm nervous to feel like I'm going to die. That's pretty much it, I guess.
You will be completely conscious, completely awake and aware of everything what is happening.
Okay, if there's a fly zooming around your head, you're going to be able to hear it. Okay. You're
You are in your own control.
Okay.
If you want to stop at any point, you can tell you can stop.
Okay.
At every point of time, you may feel that you are imagining. Okay, this is your imagination and not real past life. I will come to know whether it is your conscious imagination or real.
You know?
I know. Okay. So I'm not going to hypnotize you. I'm not going to take control of your mind. You will be in control. Okay. You don't have to use any logic, no analysis. Right? And also don't rush to any conclusion at the start of the session. Okay. You need to see not only one life, so 2, 3, 4, 5 lives. It's going to go one complete series.
Okay.
We are going to go to the root cause of your relationship issues, your health issues, your fear phobias, any other we are going to explore.
Okay.
And the root causes will be your past life karma.
Okay.
Or past life patterns which you are repeating. We are repeating most of the past life patterns. I'm going to take you to a beautiful place. Okay. So visualize yourself walking across a beautiful field. You hear the gentle sounds of a river flowing nearby. You approach the river. As you approach the river, you find a bridge across it. There is a lot of fog there. I'm going to count 10 to 0. In this counting process, you will cross that bridge very easily, effortlessly. At a count of 0, step off the bridge. Step on the bridge. 10, 9. Going back in time. Over the bridge of time, one of your important, significant past life which has a root cause for your problem or issue. 8, 7, 6, 5. Fog is getting thicker and thicker. You are not able to see the far end of the bridge. Only few steps in front of you are visible. With each step you are nearing important significant past life which has root cause for your problem or issue. 4. 3. Fog is getting thicker and thicker. You are not able to see the far end of the bridge. Only few steps in front of you are visible. With each step you are nearing that important significant past life which has root cause for your problem or issue. 2. Now the fog has started to clear and you are going to enter that important significant past life which has root cause for your problem or issue. 1. At a count of 0, step off the bridge. 0, step off the bridge. So the person who is not wearing, who is barefoot, just see that person is male or female? Male. Okay. What kind of dress is he wearing?
White pants. They're flowy. They're dirty.
I'm going to count 5 to 1. I want you to go backward in this person's life to one of the happy moments. You are going to remember everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's in a small house, holding a child in his arms. The same outfit that he has on. Dirty. The floor is a little dirty. A woman sitting in a chair with a little bonnet. Curly hair under the bonnet and a small bun. I feel like I miss my family.
Feel what you feel.
I let them down because I did something wrong. And then I need to get back to them. I feel defeated and trapped. And just keep my hands on the bars, but just hang my head down. Feel sad. I'm crying.
Feel what you feel. Intensify those feelings with a factor of 2. No, you have to go back and see that man's life again. Go to the last day of that lifetime.
I was very hungry. Just skin and bones. And somebody came and let me out. And they pushed me down to the ground. And I was weak. He takes my body and he puts it behind the building, the jail. There's other bodies there. I'm still alive.
Okay, proceed to last moment. Detach yourself from that body. Get out of that body.
We just finished the past life regression.
We have video.
Yes, we have Natalie, a student of Sureka.
I'm her therapist. I did her past life. How did she's amazing. Very good subject. And
Thank
she
you.
saw her session was amazing.
I was so scared. Natalie's laughing over here. Okay.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I definitely feel good now, and I'm very thankful that you helped me through that. Thank you. I wanted to talk about my experience at the Past Life Regression Therapist. As you saw, Sureka was amazing. She was so kind, so loving. She was a soul that has been here many, many, many times. And in one or more of her past lives, she's been a past life regression therapist. So she's done this before. She's so connected. How my specific therapy session worked was I came to Sureka's house. She made me a lovely breakfast. She had 2 students there with her, Natalie and Madhuri, which you will see in this picture right here. Oh, they were so nice. Such love. In the spiritual community, people that have been here before or understand that there's a higher power and connection, they're striving to be love and feel love. Like that's the ultimate, just abundant love. And so the connections that you can have with people are incredible. And so first I sat down in the chair. I was very, very, very nervous. My sister Miriam kind of freaked me out that something like this could be damaging, and I googled it. When you google anything, you will find bad things about it, but until you actually go and experience it for yourself, you never truly know. So when I actually called Sureka to cancel because I got so scared, and she said, come, I'll explain the process, see how you feel. If you don't like it, you just go, you don't have to pay, don't worry about it. And I said, okay, and that made me feel good. And hearing her voice, I knew it would be okay. So I went there. She was amazing. So she does this sort of hypnotic process to you where she's asking you to feel each individual body part, like starting at your feet and working upward and feeling them get very, very heavy. She's just putting you in a very, very deep relaxation state, so your conscious mind is kind of turning off. You're not thinking about anything except you're just being very, very present. And then she describes to you that you're walking in a field, you hear a creek, you go to that creek, there's a bridge, there's a lot of fog on the bridge, and when you cross the bridge, she asks you to feel the ground and look at your feet and see what your feet are, see what you're wearing. It was really difficult for me. I couldn't really tell. I was seeing me. I went into my first past life where I was looking down and I was like, okay, if I'm not me, who else am I? And in this past life that she first took me to, I was a man, like a young man, maybe 30 or so. I had short brown hair, very dirty clothes, white like cotton cloth top, white cotton cloth, like baggy pants. Your family and people very, very close to you reincarnate with you over and over and over again. And they can be different relatives to you or different people in your stories and in your lives. In this example, the man with the baby, my baby was actually one of my sisters, and my wife was another one of my sisters. And so as we would go through the stories, nothing really made sense until you put all the past lives together. And so I went through 6 of my past lives back and back and back. Every time I had like a tragic death or somebody kill me, I went back further because she wanted to see what karma made that person kill me. Why did that tragic death happen? I personally didn't feel any pain. It was you had to be so open to it. You couldn't tell, is this my imagination or am I really going here? Because like it's not like you were looking at a movie screen. It was really touch and go. It was really just intuitive talking and feeling, and I got stuck a lot of the time. The thing with your intuition and your imagination is it comes channeled from somewhere. If you're drawn to something or vibe with something, that means you have experienced something like that in a past life. You just don't have random wants and attractions to things. Those attractions and those wants are all tied back to your past lives. You can have a few past lives, you can have thousands of past lives, and people that are wise and old souls have had many, many, many past lives, and they've learned lessons throughout those lifetimes. And so in this life, they're able to have learned a lot of those lessons, and their good karma is coming. It's all about the karma, all about the karma. So I've done bad in my past lives. I saw it happen. I've done really, really bad things that I would never, ever do in this lifetime, things that people should never do, but that's what my soul was doing at that time. And so every time you plan to come back to earth, you actually plan the day, the time, everything that you're born, you plan that before you come to earth. You make these soul contracts with people. Everybody that comes into your life, you've planned that before you come here, and you have 1 or 2 soul guides that take you through this experience. And at the end of my regression therapy, I found out who my soul guide was, which was like really touching and emotional. But it was just an incredible experience. So I was a man. At another point, I was an indigenous, like really fat man living in a tribe, maybe in central Mexico, and I ran away from my tribe because my brother was made chief, and I fell in a stream and I slipped on a rock and I hit my head. There was another time where left another like tribe or community because I felt outcast. The community wasn't being very kind to me because I was showing kindness to somebody that had stolen from me, and they just thought it was so wrong, and I just didn't want to be there. And so I flocked to Peru, and unfortunately, like, I died from a reaction from something that they were trying to feed me. They weren't trying to kill me, but my throat swelled up and I had a reaction there. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. Another life, I was a witch. I got pushed off a cliff.
I also have constant dreams where I'm at the very top of a building and it's just like slowly swaying and then it just like falls.
Oh. Yeah, so you may have had a life where you just like jumped off a building or off a cliff or something, and you're reliving those memories in that way. Having dreams of yourself falling and jumping out of a building, it might freak you out. It might freak your ego out.
Yeah.
So the soul's very good at masking things and showing you things in a different way so that you can logically like understand it. But again, you'll see.
And so you're able to see the people in your life and what they've done to you and what you've done to them and how that ties into your current life now of how people are treating you. If somebody's treating you in a way that you don't understand, why are they being unkind? Why are they doing this? Why are they trying to teach them this lesson? Because you did wrong to them. You did wrong to them in the past. You just don't remember it. Your soul is always growing. It wants to learn these karmic lessons. And so, lesson to everyone, do good, be good, because this will go back around and around and around again. In another life, I was a British soldier. He was a bad man, a really bad man. Really, really messed up. And in another life, I was a affluent, very young ballerina living in like a rich part of Paris. I got kidnapped. In another one of my lives, I went way back to my caveman days, and it was really cool because one of my best friends at that time was actually my dad, and I ate him. I was just really hungry. And like, I didn't go through any of these visuals. I just knew, like, as I was talking, I was just saying we were going for a walk. I was really hungry. I ate him. Like, that just came out of me. I didn't really like taste the human flesh. I didn't see myself killing him. It just came. It just came. And she was saying, yeah, there was cannibalism at that time. And I didn't even know that. And in that life, I died alone in a cave that got boulders and rocks were falling and crushed me in. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal and insane. It was the therapy, and the point of it is figuring out what are causing the problems, your root problems in today's life. How have they been caused by past actions that you've done and that others have done to you? And it's just getting that understanding. And so I understand a lot of things. I understand that I've done a lot of wrong, and from that, just have compassion for the people that might be wronging me, because I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for whatever I did to you before. And there was a part of the session where I would feel my body parts, which parts were really heavy. There was a point where my fingers were just on fire. They were just on fire. And she was like, go there. Who's there? Ask them for forgiveness. And so there's so many people that I ask for forgiveness, and so many like dark spirits around people that I ask for forgiveness, whatever I did to that spirit, that thing. The name of my therapist was Sureka Sengupta, and she's in Goregaon West in Mumbai. So if anybody goes to Mumbai, I highly, highly recommend to others, because we are all souls coming here to learn lessons and go through our karma. It's an amazing, beautiful experience. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. And I'll see you next week at Be Mindful with Sarah.